Greetings, man. That was a terrible troll voice impression, but I enjoyed it, and ultimately, that's all that matters. Welcome to the live show. Don't really have anything exciting to talk about, just the same old fucking shit I talk about day in and day out. Apart from the fact that I found a little secret in the World of Warcraft Burning Crusade Classic Beta. I can make an instant level 70 character. Why, I wish I would have known that this whole time. So right away, on the badge of justice, we're going to create a new character. And I'm not too sure what we're going to pick. It might be a Tauren Druid. It just might be. No, he couldn't do the Druid quite yet at that time. There's a lot of changes that happened from one expansion to the next, and sometimes I forget at what point in an expansion did something happen. Where is it? There we go. We're going for that one. I don't like hair. That's pretty apparent. We're going to do this, but this gets even better, because you might be thinking, oh, no. No. He's creating another level 1 character? No. We're going to bypass the rules. We're going to explore shit. Believe me. I feel like I'm in my element, especially when I didn't have to pay for this shit, because it's the beta. Beta special invite also includes the subscription. There we go. That looks proper. Looks pretty decent. Oh, I botched something. I screwed something up. Bear with me for 1 minute. I did not know this was going to happen. Open the widget. You need to change the video resolution. The current resolution, which is not supported for this configuration. The expected video resolution is 1920. Okay. Maybe for the few people that are in here, can you let me know if there's any weird graphical anomalies? I'm getting an error because I was trying to output at 1440p. I was doing some tests, and yeah. What the hell was my druid's name? Doesn't really matter. Let's just pick a random name. Seriously? Let us pick... Yeah, I need someone to let me know if the stream looks messed up. I mean, right now I'm watching my own stream, so I guess technically it only lets me choose up to 360p. I need some people to confirm with me that they're able to get higher than 360p in the playback. Because right now I'm getting a poor stream status because I might have to change a setting. Coming up with a name can really piss me off. We'll go with this. Oh, for the love of God and all that is holy. Kucha Nadia. What the hell is that? Aloknia. I swear to God. Boom. What? All that, and I chose the wrong fucking class. Are you serious? Sweet holy pineapple. We're not off to a good start here. Let me do that again. Like that. Horn style. Like that. And this time, you know, we're actually going to pick the proper class. Andalani. Bandalarek. No, that's too much. Hello. How's the stream? Are you able to choose 1080p? I need to know what's the highest quality you're able to choose. No. It's gonna be, I'm just checking something out here before I have some supper. Luciano. Does that sound badass? Malgranic. Malgar sounds cool. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Level 70 druid. Oh, baby. This is it right here. That's what I'm talking about. How did I do that? I just created the character. Boom. Instant level 70. But how does the stream look? Because I'm getting an error that the stream status is poor. But I'll explain that in a moment. I might have to pause the stream for like literally 5 seconds. Compared to my other streams, does it... Well, it's because I'm getting an error. That's why. Yeehaw! Look at that! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we have done it. I mean, it's slow as fucking molasses, but I can fly. In the beta, I is a bird, and there's tons of people. This feels proper World of Warcraft. And we're running almost at 60. Relatively 60 FPS, but there's also a shit ton of people and some settings that I probably do need to change. But we will get into all of that momentarily. Wow, for like a couple of quick minutes, yeah? So I can slop on my toast and eggs. No one needs to see me do that. I will leave the stream going for that. Like, I'll leave it up, but I do have to end it in a moment for like 10 seconds. Okay, so let's do this here. This is the beta. I know I've said it like 1,000 times. / leave 4. I don't need to see all that junk. And the flight path should be somewhere over here. Yeah, so we're dipping. We're dipping. It happens. We could probably make a subtle change to that. Yeah, it's not even night and day different anyways. Okay. Yes, because the Burning Crusade was the first expansion, if we remember, where you actually were able to fly. Yeah, see, we're just dipping like shit. So that we're not doing too good there. But there could be some other explanations as to why that's happening. I wish it would just show me where the bloody fucking flight path was. Yeah, see, my frames just keep dropping like a mad bastard. But again, I'm gonna get into that in a minute. I might be able to isolate. Well, that definitely doesn't help when there's a lot of people. Well, we're still at 60.
Warm wishes to you. May the light embrace you.
Ah, but we have all the flight paths. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that's really good. So that's
Remember
Outlands.
the lessons of the past.
This is... Oh, everything's just uncovered. So there's Azeroth. As we know, that's the original classic World of Warcraft. We've got Kalimdor, and we've got Eastern Kingdoms. We saw me yesterday fly from up here all the way down south to the Booty Bay in the Stranglethorn Vale jungles. And then when Outlands came out, back in January of 2007, when the Burning Crusade came, it brought us to another continent. A big whopping map, as we could see. I'm right here. This is the capital city for both the Horde and the Alliance. You do start your journey in the Hellfire Peninsula. Then you go into Zangarmarsh. You generally go to Nagrand. Then it's a mixture, Zangarmarsh. Then you go to like Terakar Forest, then Nagrand, then Blade's Edge, then Netherstorm, then Shadowmoon, or something like that. Yeah, and it was quite a trip. Just finished Spider-Man Miles Morales New Game Plus. Oh, nice. I went on a goose chase collecting all the good items in the new DLC. For which game, exactly? I'm assuming you mean Valhalla. And I'll tell you, these sickles have made me dump the shield, since I rarely use it to block. This new armor called the Druidic Set in Valhalla makes you basic. Oh, nice. I wish I had the expansion, but $30 here, $20 there if I ever sub back to WoW, and all that kind of stuff. It's just too much. Okay, so here's what I need to do. Really quick. It's telling me again that my stream is poor. And the reason why it's poor is because of my current output resolution. There's an error. And I need to change the video resolution since 1440p is not supported at ultra low latency streaming. So what I'm going to do really quick is really simple. It's pretty simple what I'm going to do. Is it true when you dual wield two of the same weapon types, it will both combo and light attacks? And oh, that I'm not too sure. Okay, so I did something today, by the way, that I do want to talk to you about before I get into some boring World of Warcraft gameplay. Something that's actually astronomically important. So I'm going to exit out of this. I've got a high-level druid there. This is huge. So did you know, or did you ever wonder, why is it if you view something at 1080p, why sometimes some people's content just seems to look nicer and crisper? So today it dawned on me that I wanted to investigate that. Hello, Josh. Are you new to the channel? And I was looking at some people, and it finally hit. Big time YouTubers have an additional codec at their disposal. Okay? So for example, I'm going to show you what I mean with my own content. We are going to view this. I'll mute it though, so that you don't have to hear it. Me talking twice. No one wants to see that. This is my video that I uploaded with my default settings that I've had for 2.5 years since I've been on YouTube. When we right click on it and go to Stats for Nerds, we can see that I've got a YouTube codec of AVC 1.6. That is the absolute most terrible codec that you can have. When we're just looking at text, you could see it perfectly fine. It looks great. Sure, looks fine. But as I'm exploring through the fields, especially here, and I'm moving around, even though I'm at 1080p, I said, "Hi, John. How's it going?" I'm not PewDiePie. I don't have 3,000 people in here. Or if better yet, 30,000. But as we move through the field, and we pause it, we could just kind of see that kind of looks blurry. It looks blotchy. It doesn't look all that nice, to be perfectly honest. It really doesn't. And it has to do with that codec that were given by YouTube for small streamers. Like, look at that. It's all like almost mosaic, like it's very blocky and very blurry. Now I'm going to show you something that's kind of creepy. But if I go over here and I go to this video here and I open it in a new link and then I do that. Okay. Look at that bad boy right there. Tell me you can't see a difference. Like, for real? You keep it up there, Johnny boy. We're not going to be able to see you because you're going to be adios, muchachos. Do you see the difference between that still shot and that still shot? In terms of, like, the wheat field. Like, what the hell is that? It looks like a pastel. This one, you can actually see what's going on. Can you tell the difference between that quality and that quality? I'm going to wait for a yes or no answer. It looks much less blockier, but it's only 1,000. Okay, so that one's at 1440p. However, it's technically still 1080p, and I'm going to explain that in a minute. So this looks much better than that. This codec from YouTube is AVC. That's what everybody gets because YouTube is overloaded. This beautiful one. Oh, look at that. We got a codec to VP09. The VP09. Well, everything looks a lot less blurry. Right? And it's like, well, how does that happen? So I made a video on this, and this can go out to all of you out there right now. If you ever plan to upload and you're not PewDiePie, you're some nobody like me, you will be defaulted if you upload at 1080p with this blocky bullshit. If you want this beautiful looking smooth stream that when you pause it, you could still see what's going on. You could see the shadows. It's not all like fucking mosaic and shit. Look at that. Look how clean that is, even blown up. Okay? It's because I outputted at 1440p. However, I need to overemphasize again. This is not real 1440p. What happened is when I go to my OBS, okay, and I go to my video and I put what is the output scaled resolution that I want, I can only do 1080p. I have a 1080p TV. My Elgato capture card only does 1080p. That's all it can do. But I said, fuck you. I'm going to put 1440p. Why? Just because I feel like it. And by doing so, ooh, 1440p. YouTube said, well, this guy, Pumpkinhead here, he's a nobody. He doesn't deserve the VP9 codec for YouTube to have his shit actually look all nice and fancy. We already got the likes of PewDiePie and Markiplier and the Rad Brad and all these other fucking jabronis that have made it big. We're going to reserve the cream of the crop codec for those motherfuckers. However, you can force the VP9 codec on YouTube if you upload at least 1440p, which is in between 4K and 1080p. It's like that happy medium. Even if the 1440p is fake, it's fake upscaled. So what ends up happening is when you watch my video at 1440p, it will look better than if I put it at 1080p. Even there, it's a little bit more grainy. Again, if I drop it down to 480, it'll even be worse, right? And you might be wondering to yourself, well, how can 1440p look better if it's fake 1440p? Easy. Essentially, it's not really 1440p. It's simply look at that. It's simply 1080p, just not as compressed because, again, we're using that amazing VP09 codec. And that is the difference. That's it. That's my rant. 2.5 years, 3,000 fucking uploads later on YouTube. You learn something new every day. This is a game changer for me. The problem with this, though, is the absurd amount of extra it's just insane, man. I can't even look at this. This is how I've been uploading for 2.5 years. But again, when you're not moving, it doesn't look terrible. If it's like a slow movement, everything gets to catch up and it kind of like renders in. If I'm just standing still, it's not so bad. But if I start moving around and doing that shit, moving side to side, things get a little bit wonky. But for the average person, no one's ever going to complain and say, that kind of looks off. What's going on there? Right? So it's just that little extra level of detail again. And it could be one of those things, as you could say, I uploaded videos hours ago. And that's the only downfall. It rendered at 1080p. I'm still waiting for the 4K version to process and the HD version to process. It's taking an astronomical amount of time. I uploaded a 12-minute video earlier talking to you about how to make your YouTube videos look better on YouTube. It's the same thing. Right now, it's stuck at standard definition being complete. This was uploaded hours ago. I'm still waiting for this to go, so I can't publish it, because if I publish it, again, you're going to get, not that great of a quality. You'll get the standard 1080p, but again, you're going to get the shitty AVC1 codec. Once everything fully renders in and it recognizes it's 1440, it'll bump up my codec and the whole quality of my video. So that's the major downfall. There's always a catch, and the catch is I'm still fucking waiting for this shit to process. So when I do regular gaming news, it's probably just going to be the regular bullshit that I've had since the dawn of time. But when I do gameplay, I might be a day or two behind, and I'm going to start batch uploading and letting shit sit in my upload queue like this, unlisted, waiting for all those videos to process in full HD, near 90% actual representation of what it would look like on your panel if you were actually playing the game. That's why some people's 1080p gameplay can look better than somebody's 4K. Because again, this whole 1080p 4K bullshit, that's just resolution. What about rendering quality? What about bitrate? Right? Like, all those things make a huge difference. And anyways, I wanted to share that with you because that's a revolutionary thing for me. That is hopefully going to be a game-breaking thing. A game changer on YouTube again. You want to see something this clear? Or you want to see some mucky old shit? Doesn't look smothered up like a painting. That's right. Hello. Well, I'll tell you that I'm from Canada. You're from New Zealand? Why do I have a weird feeling about this shit? A lot of weird new people in here. Normally that never happens. Is it Andrew Miller? You know what I'm saying? You feeling me there, William? You seeing what I'm saying? So that was a bit of a rant. It was a little boring, but you know what? It was necessary. It's also the title of the stream, mainly chatting. So that's that. I close that. Absolutely. Well, how would you know who Andrew Miller is unless you were his guilty associate? You're new to the stream. I've never seen the likes of you before. Anyhow, I'm probably going to have to pause the stream really quick because, like I said, things aren't... I don't know. Is the stream okay, honestly? Like the quality, or does it look all messed up? You've been watching me for years, but I've only been on YouTube for a short while. No, I think Randy Viper I might have seen before. I just don't think I've seen him too often. Anyhow, let me just go back into this just to check out the beta. $2 months, but you just said you've been watching me for years. Anyhow, I always get curious where people are from. William, because I don't think anybody else is going to answer me. How am I keeping what? William, are you able to tell me when you've seen me play World of Warcraft before? Does the quality of the stream look similar to how it normally does? I am getting a lot of frame rate drops. However, I am also using some different settings because we also have, like I said in this beta, new features that aren't available in Classic. So that's really, really important. So I'm going to try to shave off... Ooh. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. It seems like it's doing a difference. No, it's not. You can't tell the difference from right now to how I normally stream? Okay. Oh, not been here in about 2 months. This is what happens when you drop out of school. You can't properly read. Plus, English isn't my first language. Can I go live with you on my channel? Probably not. I have no idea what SteamYard is. Okay, so I'm just going to fly around again. The main purpose of this part here is to literally just do that, to make sure that the actual integrity of the stream more or less looks similar to how it did yesterday. Because again, I have some settings to recap. Yeah, see, I keep getting frame rate drops, and I never get that in Classic. I don't know if that's a beta thing. I don't know if one of my settings is jacked up too high. I am not too sure. But that is definitely problematic. Yeah, it's the standard stuff. Yeah, so there's definitely something not adding up, but I do, like I said, have a few differences in my settings. I'm gonna go back to Orgrimmar and see if I still have that same problem. Yes, it's French. Someone's definitely pulling our leg. Alright. The Grey Kodo. This because I don't have a choice. But at least it's the 100% one, so that's good. Yes. I kind of remember where I'm going now. It could just be the expansion that's bogging up a little bit. I'm not too sure.
Loktar! For the Horde!
I don't remember where the trainer is. It's just been too long. My first language is... I don't know what language that is. Randy Viper. You know, your profile picture does look familiar. Gonna donate 40 tomorrow. Oh, thank you. That would be greatly appreciated, if you can. I just can't remember when I saw you. But anyways, I normally remember almost everybody because I have a very small following. So I'm trying to... the Wind Rider Master.
Go with honor.
Well, that's pretty much where I'm at now. It might actually be, to be honest with you, in the expansion. But never mind that. Let's get off of this guy.
Strength and honor.
We've got every flight path in the game. Test? How's that a test? That's simply ratchet. Oh, I see. Oh, right. I remember that. That was the extra okay, they added that extra flight path.
Dabu.
Let's do a small flight path just for now. Again, I get it. It's slow, but at least I have a level... I can't even talk. Sorry, I'm so tired. At least I have a level 70 character. I really wanted to see how my computer could handle 60 FPS, as always. Because like I said, for Classic, I have no problems playing this game. People have seen me do this a million times while I talk about, you know, the past. And there's definitely an extra sharpness in the detail. And it seems like I'm able to sustain that 60 FPS, just not when there's a lot of people in the Outland section. Again, it is a beta, but there was a visual graphical fidelity jump in quality, if that even made any sense what I said, from Classic to the Burning Crusade. We'll do MSA. We'll do FX. Yeah, we'll do that one. There, that gets rid of the anti-aliasing. We're still at 60. I'll donate 200. Oh, wow. If I say New Zealand's the best country. Yeah, I'll have to go in about 5 minutes. But I will only be gone for about 5 minutes. And it's going to be important because when I come back, what I'm going to do is just fully end it, to be honest. Because I keep getting that error. But again, William is saying that the stream virtually looks no different. Like, you literally cannot tell the difference. Meanwhile, I keep getting the pop-up, big yellow thing, your resolution is incorrect, poor stream quality, blah, blah, blah. Well, I mean, I'm not going to expect the donation, but I mean, sure, if I end up getting it, obviously, I'll end up getting the Druids expansion. I will say that New Zealand is definitely one of the best countries. Not because you just want me to say it, but because it is. To me, Australia, New Zealand, there's a few other places, Canada, where I live. To me, they're just, they're safe, quiet, drama-free countries. Plain and simple. And some other countries that aren't as good, it's not a knock against the people that live there. You know what I mean? It's not a personal attack. I've talked about that before. I've talked to a couple of people that come from North Korea. And let me tell you something. They did not get insulted. You know what I mean? When you say, yeah, North Korea is like, right? Because it's the place, it's the politics, it's the government. It has nothing to do with the people that live there, right? But sometimes what you end up getting is people that get offended when you attack their country. Hey, man, that's my country. So? You know what I mean? Every country has their flaws, but some of them are definitely a little bit more hospitable than others. So once I make it to the other side, and I go to Booty Bay, like I said, I'll probably end the stream, come back in about 5 or 10 minutes, I'll quickly eat my food, I'll fix my resolution output, but I might even try something different. I might actually, for the first time ever, stream at a normal latency and not stream at 1080p ultra low latency. What that's going to do is further enhance the visual quality of the stream. The only difference will be when I speak, instead of it taking 3 to 4 seconds for you to get my message, like the delay there, it might be closer to 7 or 8 seconds. So if you ask me a question and I respond right away, it might take up to 7 or 8 seconds for you to actually hear my response, because I'm going to have that latency on normal. Because I actually do want to output at 1440, even though I technically can't, just to see if anybody in here comes back, if they can tell me if they're noticing a difference at that point, that things look a little bit sharper. What did I technically just say? Scotland, in my opinion, is the best. I'm from New Zealand, but Scotland... Yeah, Scotland is pretty cool. Ireland, Scotland, Wales. You know, right? That neck of the woods, if you will. Oh yeah. Those are some gorgeous places. Yeah. Like, I have a lot of family. Like, my ancestry, I'm French. Like, like France. You'll never hear me say France is the best. I mean, there's some nice, geographical things about France, but, it's got some nice spots. Anyhow, I just wanted to see the other change here. Yeah, so I think I'm going to try that for the first time. I'm going to end the stream in about a minute. I'm going to go downstairs, quickly eat, come back. I'm going to stream again. I'll only play this for a few minutes. I just kind of... just want to test the beta, to be honest. I wanted to see how my computer was going to handle it. It seems when I'm not in a new area, I'm rocking a steady 60 FPS. And I want to see if putting on a slower latency creates a little bit of a better streaming experience for the people watching. Because I would be intrigued to find out how much of a difference that makes. So this is an in, so I can log out here. I finally got myself one of them Mohawk helmets in Valhalla. And I just have to wait for them to add the Twitch armor to Ubisoft Connect to make the perfect Roman armor set in my eyes, at least. That's cool. Thanks for stopping by. I'll literally be back within 10 minutes. So I am officially going to end the stream. Don't sit around and wait for me. I am going to fully end it, and I'm going to completely change the type of stream I'm going to do. And that's going to be for the first time ever. So I always do ultra low latency. Again, shittier stream, but quicker back and forth interaction. Then there's low latency, which is a little bit faster, and then there's the normal. So I'm going to do the slowest one, the one with the biggest gap in back and forth conversation. It should only be about 10 seconds delay. It's not like I have 1,000 people in here asking me a bunch of questions where they need quick answers right away. I'm sure they can wait about 10 seconds for the answer to reach them. And because it takes longer for everything to go through, it's not as compressed, and that's why it takes longer. But when you get the information, the image on your screen, the overall streaming quality should be noticeably nicer looking. So that's what I want to test out. But yeah. All right, so I'm going to end it here. And like I said, I don't see why I shouldn't be back in roughly 10 minutes. All right, so maybe I'll see some of you then.